Hello, lovers. Let's tie this bridal fun Gele together. Welcome to day 6 of my 30 days Gele challenge. I stated yesterday that we are gradually moving into the unconventional Gele styles, and when it comes to Sego Gele, trust me, anything fun comes out best in this kind of Gele texture, Gele material. Number one, because of their firmness, because of the length, because of how they shine, the silky feel. It makes any style that has fan pattern come out really, really nicely. And we have tied a moderate fan Gele in the previous week. So I tried to use Sego Gele to also tie a fan Gele. But this fan Gele has a twist. This is a bridal fan Gele. This is not just your usual fan Gele. It's giving pleats somewhere, but it's not really pleats. And as you can see, the Gele percentage and the details, everything is right here on the screen. I'm using a V front for this Gele, just like you see me doing that. So one thing about this Gele is just that you have to be very patient when you are doing your pleats. Don't rush to take it big. Don't let your pleats be too big. Don't let it be too small. And I realized that if you take your time to pleat moderately and not too tiny and closely knitted and in a large volume to each other, it gives beauty to this Gele. It makes it looks very beautiful and pleasant to the eye. So this is me building up the pleat for the V part in the front. And I think I built up to like 8 or 9 pleats. So you can do more as much as you want actually. I want it to be further back, not too close to the front of our head. I want it to move like to almost the center of our head, so the Gele can stand well, and that is me pinning it. This Gele is surprisingly soft and yet very difficult to pin. I was struggling to look at me, I was struggling to put pin inside. I couldn't even leave it to go and take fabric. I was just using my hand. It was destroying the pin. For a very soft Gele, at some point I was like, is it that the quality of these pins that they are making now, is it that they are poor, or is the fabric that it's so closely knitted that is impenetrable by pins? Well, I shall have found my way around it after almost pinching and perforating my fingers. So here I am trying to build the pleats after I have I've done the V front. And this pleat that I was also building, I was also using it to I was not building it on top of each other. I was building it with gaps as well to move the Gele further to the back as well. So what I did was, I think I did maybe 4 or 5 pleats. I was arranging them neatly. Then I went to pin it at the back. Pinning actually helps your model to sit calmly without stressing them too much to hold the Gele. God bless the person that invented this pinning method to Gele, because when I was learning, pinning was not part of the method I learned with. I actually love that style. So sometimes when I'm out of pins, I try to tie without using pin, but that method is somehow better with when you are doing that. Okay, with Sego, well, you can try it to share, but with pins everything is easier and better. So this is just me making sure that the pleats that I arrange is sitting well, because I told you the foundation is very important. What you do at the foundational level will determine your outcome. So whatever needs correction, you correct it. So I'm trying to build a side fan on this side. But for this particular side, the fan is very minimal. It's not too intense. As you can see, sorry, I couldn't shift my camera to the other side. I was already slanting it. You can see the peck on the other side here. I was slanting it and arranging it to the back, putting it in place before I start tracing it to the other side. So that was me just making sure that the fan that I did was well arranged and was put in place appropriately. So what I did was, it's time to extend that fan to this other side. You see, I am right-handed. Not just right-handed. My brain, everything works well to the right. I'm facing her. So that is basically my right-hand side. Anything I do to the right side, I do it well. I can remember the person that taught me this Gele was left-handed. I had to find a way to sit down, convert everything he did to the left to the right to make it convenient for me. I could have tried it on the left, but I believe I would struggle more. So I had to make sure that I transfer my own part of tying this Gele to this particular side. So just in case you are watching this and you're like, I can't tie on this side, why is it so hard to tie on this side? So I can assure you that a lot of people are like that. Some of us are left-handed, some of us are right-handed, and particularly the way our brain works, some of us, our brain is wired to walk to the right. Some of us is wired to walk to the left. So if you know you are left-handed or you are left-brained, all this thing I'm doing at the right hand side, you can do your own to the other side. You don't have to specifically do it the way I'm doing it, and I can assure you that it will also work. We are also going to get the same results, just with our designs, our work on different sides, but yes, we are still going to end up with the same results. So that's why you see some gele vendors tying to the right and some tying to the left. It's just the way our brain is wired. That is just the only difference there. So you see, I have transferred all those pleats. I was basically tracing it out, matching it to the side to make sure that the pleats are linking. Then I started fading it out to make sure the pleats here, the fan here, is much more visible than the other side. So that is just the style. And there are some, in the course of this gele, we'll also be tying some styles where the pleats are going to be even. Like you see them, they will be even on both sides. But with this Sego, I decided to do this fan to show you that fan can also be bigger. And a lot of this one looks very good on brides that want fan but they want it to be moderate. It can be bigger. Actually, it can be bigger than this, but I just decided to tie my own moderately to this level. Would you believe that I was actually evangelizing here? I was literally preaching to my I was preaching to my model. She's a Christian too, and we're just talking about spiritual growth, how you develop your spiritual growth personally. I was just asking her, if trumpets sound now, will you go to heaven, basically? And that was how the conversation started. And I like that she seemed open to the conversation. And I hope that after our conversation during this session, our secret place is going to improve. And this is how our girl is looking after. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.